I'm at the Escaper Central Oregon Convergence, and we are doing a tour of Flyte Camp. This is something I've never heard of. It is a vintage camper restoration company. I'm excited to see it and show you what I find.
Welcome to Flyte Camp. My name is Kim and I'm the office manager, and I help the guys in the shop and kind of keep everybody just moving along. We are a vintage RV restoration company. So we take trailers from the 1920s up through about 1964, and we restore them, we renovate them, either for ourselves or for clients. We had a TV show for a while called Flippin' RVs that was on the Travel Channel. And we've done some segments for extreme RVs as well. Starting, we have this trailer here. This is a 1961 Holiday House Geographic. This is one of two trailers still known to exist today. Holiday House was owned by the Harry and David Company, which was the mail order fruit company. They started building travel trailers to keep their laborers busy in the off-season of fruit. It's random choice there, but that's what they did. And they built an aluminum-sided trailer, and they built thousands of those. And then they brought in an American industrial designer, Chuck Pelly. Worked for NASA. He started the BMW Design Works design group and has done a lot of work for colleges in Southern California and stuff like that. But he designed this trailer in 1958. It's a full fiberglass body. It was their luxury trailer. This sold for over $8,000 in 1961 when they started production on it. They built parts of 7 of these trailers. 2 of which were salesman trailers, so they were kind of like model homes, if you will. People could walk through them and say, I like this finish or that finish or whatever, but they were never functioning trailers. They actually didn't ever sell any of these trailers. They were too expensive for their audience. Inevitably, it put the company out of business. So the molds sat for years and years and years, and then the factory burned down in the 80s. So this trailer was one of the salesman trailers, and the other salesman trailer went to their office manager when the factory burned down, and those are the only 2 left. The other one is in a museum in France, in a private museum.
Is this
trailer
for sale?
is for sale,
Oh,
yes. Not $8,000 anymore, no. We have it listed for $225 right now. We are accepting offers. We love this trailer dearly, but we would like to sell it. Chuck Pelly, the designer, he came to the unveiling. You'll see when you go in the front door, we have our placard there, and he signed it. And then he signed some of the upper cabinetry as well. He had never seen a trailer completed since the time he designed it. So when he came and saw it, he was just blown away and said that it was exactly as he would have dreamed it to be. So that was really awesome. When they started kind of putting them together, they pulled cabinetry from their other line of trailers, and so the cabinets had come down and blocked this top part of the window, and then the refrigerator was a full length, which blocked the window on the other side as well. So those are a couple modifications. We shortened up the upper cabinetry and put a short refrigerator in so you could get the full effect of the window. But other than that, the layout inside is original. The finishes are not. Originally there was a vinyl roof, and we went with walnut. Everything inside is dark walnut. It's all solid wood. Normally this would take quite a while. We like to challenge ourselves. And we had a fiberglass specialist come in. When we got this, the roof, it was just the fiberglass shell. The roof was starting to collapse, and there was a lot of black mold. So we brought in a fiberglass specialist. He got done with the fiberglass work on the shell in November, and we debuted it at Modernism Week in Palm Springs in, what was that, mid to end of February.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so it took our crew of about 9 to 10 people 4 months around the clock, basically. I mean, Justin was here till 3 o'clock in the morning doing the floors. Like, I mean, it was, yeah. So we will not put constraints like that ourselves again. here is called the Neutron. This is the travel trailer that we manufacture here from scratch. Oh. So we build the chassis, everything. We engineered and designed this trailer and manufacture it. So we build these to order. This model here is the Campy model, which is just the color of the finishes and things like that. So this is a 2018 travel trailer. It has all of the vintage look and feel. So the interior is all birch that's been finished. There's some fur as well. It's 20 feet 8 inches. Comes with a full inverter system and all of the modern amenities you could think of, USB ports and all those kinds of things, but it has the vintage look. We still have issues when we go to RV parks that don't allow a certain year, you know, thinking they're like, okay, let us show you our title and prove like our, you know, our registration. This is new. So, but yeah, definitely vintage look and feel. You are welcome to leave your shoes on to walk in this trailer.
It's got marmoleum.
I should sell marmoleum with how well this has stood up from, we've had thousands of people walk through this trailer, and the floors and the countertops are perfect. Our owners camp in this trailer. It's our showroom model, so it's fantastic. This model here, as it sits, is $88,000. It comes solar ready and all that kind of stuff with all the bells and whistles. It's 4,300 pounds dry, and it's got a 6,000 pound gross vehicle weight. Typically with this, we sell a portable solar panel, which seems to be fine. I mean, Justin and Anna go off grid with it for weeks at a time and do just fine with the portable solar. We can do rooftop panels as well. It's got heating and cooling, just like, you know, normal, set your temperature, and it's going to keep it that way. So basically, we decided, okay, if a standard trailer that's selling today has a 30-gallon tank, we're going to have a 40-gallon tank, and so on, just to really kind of beef this up and be the leading travel trailer on the road today. The shop now and see the projects that we have going on out there. As you can hear, we are working today, so just be aware of your surroundings and all that. I had them kind of clear a path so that we'll have somewhere to walk. But right outside the door here is the table where we build the chassis for the Neutron. So it gets welded here, and then sitting on top of that table actually is the jig for the walls. So we build the walls in this jig and then set them up on the frame. So you'll see that right as we walk out. And then we are building a Neutron over here on the right-hand side, so we can peek our heads in there and see the kind of the build process that's happening in there too.
Is that an aluminum chassis or stainless?
The chassis, stainless.
Stainless chassis.
It's steel chassis and aluminum studs. This is a 1946 Curtiss Wright. We ended up taking this all the way down and building a new chassis and everything. It was in really poor condition. All their windows were mismatched, so we put some new motion windows in. And then we're just going to finish off the roof here and the side panels. And then the owners are taking it back, and they're going to do all the interior themselves. This is a 1947 Aero Flyte. It has the pull-in or trolley top roof up there, so it goes up and adds a little bit of headspace on the inside there.
Is this the really rare one?
This is pretty rare, yeah, and very desirable. A lot of polishing on this trailer. The interior is mahogany, and everything is trimmed out in aluminum. And a lot of the pieces on the inside are still original as well. They wanted to keep as much original as possible in this trailer. A lot of the exterior panels are original. We only had to fix a couple of them.
Coming out to the boneyard. This is where they store their collection of vintage trailers that they have that they have collected to restore.
We are full right now. I know.
You could do things like that.
This is the second and third of the 3 that are going in that kind of compound for our clients. This one will be a master bedroom and living area, and then this will be a bunkhouse for that one. So
You can hide anything in there.
This one is the other one she's talking about.
On a piece of property with a deck, and this is a 1936 Airstream Silver Cloud Junior. So this is number 291. We have the title, if you can believe it. We bought it in Colorado, and when we bought it, it did not look like this. It did not enjoy its trip here, and so yeah, they had to stop multiple. It didn't fall off the truck, but parts of it just started
Flying away.
Yeah. So this trailer is originally a masonite sided trailer, and somebody put this metal on here to try and preserve that, but it just didn't really. It didn't work. And so we had to put screen on it and duct tape, and all of this was like on the fly trying to get it here in one piece. So what we'll do with this is carefully take it apart and use all the pieces as a template to rebuild the trailer. Underneath all of this inside, there's cabinetry and pieces that we will probably be able to salvage and restore. Because of the rarity, we're not sure if there is another one of these out there. There are flying clouds and stuff, but just as far as the year and the number on this one, and it being a junior, which is the smaller model. So we will try to preserve as much of the original as we can from the interior.
So this is a trailer that that they're hoping to do some restoration on. It's in worse shape than they had wanted it to be. So.
Look at this fridge.
Did you guys see this light bulb in the
Yes,
shower?
yeah. I was looking at that. I was like,
And you might recognize this guy back here. This is Cameron from Off the Grid Camper.
Hi.
From my lithium-ion battery video series.
You still have a nice living room.
Oh wow, he was talking about this, the bathroom light. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Flyte Camp. It was so fun. I have so many new ideas for designing vans and super excited about all that. This is Joni with TheGalavan. Enjoy your journey.